guys, Franco from Gulf Standard Physio here. Today we're just going to run through just some taping, some ankle taping, and this is really good, especially post-ankle sprain or when you're getting just back into playing, particularly during your rehab. Okay, so while you're doing your active rehab, if you're back doing some modified training, make sure that you're taping your ankle. Okay, and this is a bit of a tutorial and how we can do a bit of taping on one of your most common type of ankle sprains. Okay, that's called the inversion sprain. So most of our sprains occur when we roll our ankle inward. Okay, that's pretty much 90% of your ankle sprains are going to be from that mechanism, and this is just a taping to prevent or limit that movement. Okay, so we've just got some rigid tape here. Okay, so all I'm going to do first thing is you can notice I've applied some Fixamol just to that area, and the reason why I've done that is this is a hypoallergenic tape. Okay, so on the top of the foot sometimes people get a bit sensitive, gets a bit itchy, so I've just put that over the top. Okay, you don't need to, but I like doing it. First step is a bit of an anchor here. Okay, so it's just going nice and over the top, making sure it's not too tight. Okay, that's all it is. Second part, we're going to go from the inside of the ankle, okay, inside of the ankle, down the heel, and up we come again. That's a stirrup. Okay, so we're going to do two of these. I've pressed it down nice and firmly. Try to make sure there's no creases, otherwise the player or the person might get a little bit irritated, or it might irritate yourself if you're doing it on yourself. Okay, so we've just got two little stirrups, and you can also notice I've just covered about half of the first taping. Okay, the next part is a 6. So again, starting off on the inside, rolling around, and we're coming over to the outside there. Okay, so you're finishing where you started. So that's just a nice little 6. I normally do 2 6s, so I'll do another one. Again, just trying to go about halfway over the original one. Okay. The next thing that you can do is what's called a heel lock. Okay, so if you're a little bit worried, or if you're training on uneven surface, or if you're running on a pitch or on some ground that you're not familiar with, and you want it to be very stable, you do what's called a heel lock. Okay, so the way I do my heel locks is I start where I started all those times so far, starting on the inside, going around the outside of the ankle and coming underneath. Okay, so rather than going over the top, this time we're going underneath onto the heel. Okay, so just underneath the Achilles tendon there. Okay, then all the way around, and again finishing where you start. Now I'm just going to do a heel lock the other way as well to make it extra safe. Okay, so starting on the top outside of the ankle, coming around and behind. Okay, wrapping that around, and again starting finishing where we started the first time. Okay, and now we're just going to lock that off, making sure that tape doesn't come undone. And this is where you want to make sure as well, over the next kind of few minutes, it might be a little bit tight. It should loosen up over the next kind of 10 or 15 minutes of just gentle walking around. If it doesn't loosen up and it is too tight, make sure you either take it off and start again, or just put a little bit of a cut right in there to give you a bit of extra space. The reason for this is because, similar to our boot video, if it gets too tight, you're going to feel some pins and needles, some tingling, some coldness in your foot, and it's not going to feel too pleasant. Okay, so just make sure you're a little bit safe and careful when you do that type of thing. Okay, so if this is you, if you've suffered an ankle sprain, or if you've got any friends that have suffered ankle sprains, you want kind of a bit of a tutorial on how to tape it up a little bit easier, give me a call, come into the clinic, 8678 3110.